Boy, that's something. If your claim to fame is that so far you're not a pedophile. It's quite the reputation.
Hey, at least I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, never been called that.
Hey, at least. Hey, at least I'm not Artemis Pyle.
That's right. Dave Holland, worse than me.
Hey, at least I'm not Dave Holland.
That's right. That's right. I still sing and fucking make money.
At least
I'm not in jail for raping kids.
Yeah. Hey, at least I'm not that fucking guy.
No, not yet. I mean, not ever. Holy shit. Are those the only two fucking kid fuckers in the rock world?
Well, that guy that went to jail.
Oh, what was that guy's name?
The Lost Prophets.
Yeah, the Lost Prophets. Well, that doesn't count. He wasn't in a big band.
Yeah, but
Lost
still,
Prophets.
He was still a musician. He still made.
And he's the singer.
Yeah, he still made headlines.
What's his name? Lost Prophets. I want to know what his name is.
That guy went to jail.
Because I'm starting to form my all kid fucker band here. And we got a drummer, we got a singer, and Holland's the drummer. What's Artemis Pyle do?
He was a drummer.
Oh, so we got a dual drumming attack. They all like to handle the sticks, apparently. What was this guy's name? Ian Watkins. That's him, right?
I think so, yeah.
Ian Watkins. So we need a bass player and a guitarist to rape a kid.
Right.
I'm sure there is one, don't you think? Just hasn't been caught?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there maybe we don't know about it.
Well, let's look. Let's do a Google.
Kid rapist guitarist.
Famous guitarist that raped kids. See what we get here. No. John Phillips?
Also known as a renowned animal fucker from Sweden, Denmark.
Isn't John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas?
Yeah, he raped his own daughter, Mackenzie Phillips.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Gary Glitter. You can get Gary
Oh,
Glitter.
that's true.
Got a keyboard player?
Yeah.
Nice. So now all we need is a bass player.
Nikki Sixx. Oh, I mean, no.
Hey, let's not accuse anybody falsely here. We're in dangerous territory here.
I was just naming bass players.
Anyway, there was Rolf Harris, Hail and Kill.
What?
He said Rob Harris?
Who the hell's Rob Harris?
I don't know.
You mean Rob Halford?
I don't think that's not what he said, though.
Yeah, so let's see. We need a bass player. We got a drummer. We got two drummers. Who do we got here? Artemis Pyle.
Yep.
And we also have
Dave Holland. Yep.
And we have a keyboard player.
Gary Glitter.
So our band is starting to come together.
Yeah, it's the all satanic band.
The all child's ass rape band.
Right.
We've got Ian Watkins on vocals, John Phillips on guitar, Artemis Pyle or Dave Holland. I guess they got to try out. And Gary Glitter on keyboards. Do we have a bass player?
Not yet.
Let's look.
They could have a dual drummer like the Doobie Brothers or Genesis.
Famous bass player that raped kids. Do we have one? Lost Prophets guy comes right up top. No, it doesn't look like we got a famous bass player. Nope, not yet. Damn it. I guess our band stays in the basement for now.
Unless the Lost Prophets singer was also the bassist.
Johnny wanted to remind me we could have a dual guitar attack because Pete Townsend was busted.
Yeah, he was.
So let's add him as what? Would we make Pete the rhythm player?
He got arrested, but I don't think he got convicted though.
All right, so maybe he could manage the band.
They said that they found child porn on his computer, and he said the only reason it was on there is because he was quote unquote doing research.
So what does that mean for our band? Is he not allowed to try out?
He could.
I mean, he's seen 10-year-old pussy.
Yeah. Plus, he's a vocalist as well. So,
So we could have. Wow. Now, who's our vocalist?
the guy from Lost Prophets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, now we got a competition between Ian Watkins and Pete Townsend.
But Pete Townsend also is an accomplished guitarist, which is what we were missing.
No, we have a guitarist.
Oh,
John
we're looking
Phillips.
for a bassist.
We need a bass player.
Yeah.
We could have Pete. Maybe Pete, since he never actually fucked kids allegedly, we could have Pete, maybe sit in on some sessions, because he's not a full-fledged member of this band. He's like a session player, don't you think?
He could be.
That's what I think Pete has earned, because he's not fully engaged in this shit. Like Gary Glitter could manage this band. As far as I'm concerned, he could play all the instruments. He's fucking so well known for fucking kids. And Dave Holland, he's doing jail time for it, right?
Is he in jail?
I think so. Or he was. Wow. What a band. Sadly, this band would probably sell a bunch of records. How many records would this band sell? With Ian Watkins on vocals, John Phillips on guitar, a bass player to be determined.
Oh, wait a minute. I found a bassist.
Who?
Hang on. I found one.
All right, who we got?
Former Frank Zappa bassist Roy Estrada.
Roy Estrada
has been sentenced to 25 years behind bars for molesting children younger than 14.
All right. Welcome to the band, Roy.
Yeah. Roy Estrada. Estrada, 68, abused a female family member after he was released from California prison for a felony offense of committing a lewd act with a child. So there you go.
We have a full band.
Ta-da!
What are we going to call our band? My Child's Ass?
Child Rape Inc.
Into the Child.
Exactly. Rapists are us.
Yeah. We need one of those cool names, though. Like these kids, like they all have now.
Yeah.
Like, to rape would be fair or something. There it is. We have a 5-piece rapist band now.
Seems like the drummers catch all the flack here, because the ex-Cake drummer gets 15 years in prison for child molestation.
Oh, so we have a third drummer?
Yeah.
All I know is these guys may rape kids and all, but we are going to have some really solid drumming with all these choices to pick from. Jeez, oh man.
Yeah.
Look at Nathan in Kentucky with the names. Pedomax. Boy Candy. AWR Rocks, the Mustache Molesters.
Oh boy.
Head Rock.
The Backdoor Boys.
The NAMBLA Experiment.
There you go. That's it right there.
The NAMBLA Experiment.
There you go.
I think that's the name.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Pedophilia?
Pedophilia. And I think I like the NAMBLA Experiment. I think that's
and don't forget Steve Cornell. He's the guy that wrote all those early Kiss songs with Gene Simmons.
Who?
Steve Cornell?
Steve Cornell.
I don't know
Cornell.
him. Is he a
The
rapist?
guy that wrote all those early Kiss songs with Gene Simmons, including "Going Blind," which is about a guy who's 93 years old with a 16-year-old.
Wow, really?
But is he in jail for rape?
Yeah. He's going to jail. Yep. It's and the lyric is, "I'm 93, you're 16."
Damn.
It's from Hotter Than Hell from 1974.
All right, well,
Hail and kill.
Look at Tim with all the trivia.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, when it comes to knowing his child rapist, Tim's the man.
Wow.
So there it is, the NAMBLA Experiment. I'm writing it down.
There you go.
The NAMBLA Experiment. All right. I don't know how we got to this point, but okay.
No other show on earth explores this depraved,
Yeah, and everybody that's listening is like, good. Who the fuck wants to hear this?
They're just like, I never thought of that before, but that is interesting.
It's amazing that we were able to put together a 5-piece band and actually a 6-piece band because we can have dual guitar players.
And dual drummers.
So 7-piece. But I mean, in legitimate band form, you could go with 2 guitarists, a bass player, a drummer, and a keyboard player in a normal band.
Yeah, but
we can field that.
Yeah, but the Dewey Brothers always went with a double drum kit.
Yeah, but that's one band.
But still, and Genesis too.
Yeah, but okay. But that's the exceptions. I'm talking about the normals.
Yeah, just the average bass.
Yeah, the average band has 4 to 5 members,
right?
And maybe 6 if you go dual guitar or if you go keyboards. And we have all of them.
Yeah.
And their claim to fame is they've all been convicted of raping children.
Sure.
Jesus, that's amazing. Wow. I don't know if it's amazing or disgusting, or maybe both.
Well, they'll be playing their gigs in hell.
Is John Phillips still alive?
I don't know. Oh no, Mackenzie Phillips' dad now.
Yeah,
he passed.
Well, then I guess Pete Townsend is in.
Yeah, he had a liver transplant, and then he fucked that up too because he couldn't stop his drinking and drugging.
Nice. Well, that pretty much guaranteed Pete Townsend a gig. He wants it.
Yeah, Papa John Phillips.
Yeah, dead.
Yep. Everybody in the mamas and the papas is dead except Michelle Phillips.
Yeah, the daughter's hot.
Mackenzie?
Not Mackenzie. The one that was in Wilson Phillips.
Wilson Phillips, yeah.
That's a daughter, right?
Yeah.
She was hot. And let's face it, Carney Wilson. That's a hot piece of puss.
Beach Boy's daughter.
Not a hot piece of puss. She calls me skinny.
Right.
Yeesh.
Wow.
All right. Well, there we go. The NAMBLA Experiment.
I like that.
I like it too. I know what the podcast is going to be called.
Yeah. That'll get some attention.
Yeah, I think so.
The NAMBLA Experiment.
The NAMBLA Experiment. I wonder how fucking iTunes is going to react to that, or iHeartMedia.
Could you imagine the actual people who are into NAMBLA listening to that?
I'll be curious to see how many tweets are liked and favorited or whatever.
It's like, what the hell are these guys up to?
Well, you know how sometimes we get shit that's fucking...
Yeah, I know. You put something out there about hiking or something?
Yeah, or something, or travel or something. And then they favorite it without even listening to it.
Yeah, of course.
Tomorrow with the NAMBLA Experiment, if we see 600 fucking favorites, I'm going to be like, Jesus, fuck.
Yeah.
I quit this show.
Yeah. Thumbs up, pals.
Ugh, the NAMBLA Experiment. Good Lord.
At least somebody gets us.
That's right.